Okay guys, I'm going to tell you something the gurus don't want you to hear. If you want to actually build muscle, I mean real, dense, visible muscle, your 100 push-up a day challenge is a waste of time. You've heard it before. Calisthenics is only for endurance. Or you can't get big without weights. And honestly, for 90% of the people trying it, that statement is kinda true. They do calisthenics for months and look exactly the same. You've probably seen them as well. But then you see gymnasts, you see prison yard athletes who have never touched a dumbbell in their lives, carrying around tremendous amounts of muscle. So, what's the secret here? Are they genetic freaks? Are they lying about their training? No. Well, maybe some of them are, but the point is, they understand the one crucial scientific principle that most people ignore when they drop down to do a push-up. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what that is, the science behind why it works in a nutshell, and how to fix your routine in the next few minutes. But before we fix your workout, we have to understand what makes a muscle grow in the first place. Here's the fundamental truth of hypertrophy. Your muscles are, stupid. They don't have eyes. They don't know if you are pushing a $5,000 Eleiko barbell, your pet goat, or just pushing against the floor with your own body weight. In fact, they don't even care. Because here's the thing, all your muscles understand is tension. And according to current hypertrophy science, there are three primary drivers of muscle growth. 1. Mechanical tension, the raw amount of force generated and stretch placed on the muscle. 2. Metabolic stress, that burn, the accumulation of metabolites like lactate, which signals growth factors. 3. Muscle damage, micro tears in the fiber that need repairing. While all three matter, mechanical tension is king. It is the primary driver. If you don't have enough tension, you don't grow, period. And this is where the calisthenics community fails. They prioritize cool skills, flow, and endless repetitions over raw, uncomfortable mechanical tension, which, don't get me wrong, is totally fine. Not all calisthenics athletes focus on muscle building, but I'm sure some of you do seek to get big with calisthenics only. So, I'm here to help with that. Let's look at the repetition continuum. Science tells us that hypertrophy can occur across a wide range of reps, anywhere from 5 reps up to even 30 reps. But there is a massive catch. Those reps only count if they are taken close to failure. We're talking 1 to 3 reps left in the tank. The thing is, when you first start calisthenics, a standard push-up is hard. You might only be able to do 10, and that's great. That's high tension, close to failure. You will build muscle. But 3 months later, you can do 40 push-ups in a single set. At this point, the first 30 reps are junk volume. They aren't providing enough mechanical tension to stimulate growth. You turned a strength workout into a cardio workout. You are building endurance, which is great for your heart, but terrible for growing big muscles. If you are doing sets of 50 reps of anything, you aren't even bodybuilding anymore. And that's a massive difference. So how do we get that heavy barbell sensation, but without using a barbell, you know? It's a bit weird saying this, but if you want to build muscle with calisthenics, you must stop treating it like calisthenics and start treating it like weightlifting. In other words, you need progressive overload. In the gym, if 10 reps of bench press gets too easy, you add 10 pounds to the bar. Simple. In calisthenics, you can't easily add weight, so you have to manipulate physics. And this is where the fun part of calisthenics starts. Here are the 3 ways to apply progressive overload to bodyweight training to guarantee muscle growth. Number 1, leverage. We need to make your body feel heavier by changing the angles. Look at a standard push-up. Your weight is distributed between 2 hands and 2 feet. To make it harder, we shift the weight. We move to an inclined push-up. Now, more load is placed on the pushing muscles. It's the equivalent of adding plates to the bar. Eventually, you move to a 1-arm push-up. The intensity has gone up, so the reps have to come down. You are back in that 5 to 12 rep hypertrophy sweet spot. You never need to do more than 15 reps if you know how to change leverage. Leverage is also the reason why gymnasts are so jacked. They position their bodies into specific leverage skills that require immense amount of straining and tension, contributing to hypertrophy. Number 2, range of motion. A muscle stretched under load has high mechanical tension potential. Don't just do push-ups on the floor. Put your hands on blocks so your chest can dip below your hands. That extra 2 inches of stretch at the bottom, that's where the growth happens. Don't just do pull-ups to your chin. Do chest-to-bar pull-ups. Increase the distance you travel. Number 3 is the great equalizer, tempo. Stop bouncing. If you can do 20 pull-ups using momentum, I guarantee you can't do 8 with a strict, controlled tempo. Try this. Take 3 full seconds to lower yourself in a pull-up. Pause for a second at the bottom. That eccentric or lowering phase causes the most muscle damage and stimulates massive growth. If an exercise is too easy, slow it down by 50%. It won't be easy anymore. So if you want bigger muscles with calisthenics, stop doing endless circuits. Stop chasing the burn, chase the tension. Here's your new personal calisthenics hypertrophy checklist. Before you start a set, ask yourself, 1. Is the rep range correct? If I can do more than 20 of these easily, I need to pick a harder variation. 2. Is my form strict? Am I using momentum or am I using muscle? 3. Am I close to failure? When I finish the set, could I have done 5 more? If yes, I'm sorry, lil bro, but the set didn't count. You don't need a complicated routine. You need to master the calisthenics basics, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, rows, squats, and apply this checklist to every single set. Now, if you're really advanced or just have a hard time, manipulating physics, you can add extra weight to your calisthenics exercises by using a weight vest or a weight belt. We're still doing calisthenics, guys, so it's all right. At the end of the day, it all depends on your personal goals. If you want to look like a huge bodybuilder, then of course doing calisthenics won't be your best option, unless you have godlike genetics. But for the majority of people, calisthenics does its job at building muscle, and it does it very well. So remember, it's not about how many reps you can do, it's about the quality of the struggle in the reps you do. Treat your body weight like iron, and you'll forge an iron physique. If you're sick of putting in the effort and not seeing changes, try applying these leverage principles for 6 weeks and watch what happens. Now, go watch my guides on how to achieve the full planche and the front lever. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes. Keep training smart, and I see you in the next one.